So I want to make this video for anyone with a S550, with the S6 or with the 6R80, and hopefully this is helpful because there's really not much information as far as video form on YouTube about this. But if you need to pull your 6R80 transmission, you can actually get to the top two bell housing bolts behind the intake manifold instead of going behind the transmission and using the long extensions. And I was able to get a grip on the top two bolts with a ratchet wrench and came right out. And I have an IMRC delete in the back of the manifold, which helps. If you don't have an IMRC delete, you'll probably have to take the top intake off and get those bolts if you would rather do it that way. But it's fairly easy. Now, when you get the 4 nuts on the flywheel for the torque converter, you want to reach down there I'm using a torque wrench, and I have the serpentine belt off of the crank pulley, and you just rotate it while someone underneath will take off the 4 nuts whenever it rotates in the correct position. And I was able to get a Ryobi impact on all 4 of them. After you get the transmission out, I'm using a set of quick jacks and a Harbor Freight transmission removal dolly. You want to get it down as low as you can once the transmission comes off. I use a pry bar and it just popped right off. And then when you lower it, you want to slide it off the transmission jack. And using quick jacks, you still have a few inches of clearance from the front of the motor to the ground, and the 6R80 should just slide out. Instead of making a mess, I got this oil extraction kit. Instead of dropping the oil pan on the transmission, I'm just using this to get majority of the oil out of the transmission, just to make it cleaner before I drop it off to get it rebuilt. So I just want to show you when it's completely out. You have this wire harness that sits in the back of the transmission. You have the O2 sensors. This is the shifter linkage I was talking about. This little clip right here, you just gotta pop it and move it, and then using a screwdriver with the yellow plastic, and it should slide a little bit, then it will pop off, just so you don't break it. Oil cooler lines, and then flex plate, separator thing, flywheel. Yeah, I mean, everything is pretty much straightforward. It's not too hard. I would recommend 2 people when you lower it though, but you could do most of it by yourself before you fully pull it, if you're just working on the ground like I am with quick jacks. Yeah, you got to take the starter out. Yeah, it's not too bad of a job, but just thought I'd make this video because there's not much information on YouTube about pulling the 6R80 transmission out of a S550. Thanks.